Alright y'all, so today we have an insane DC update video. I'm definitely wanted to make a video on these brand new updates, and some crazy things happened today on April 1st, and of course I gotta make a video to talk about it. So if you've been living under a rock, I'm basically going to make this video to let everyone know of the insane news that broke today. That is, of course, we're going to be talking about Warner Brothers under Paramount leadership has officially announced the Snyderverse is coming back. Yes, sir, Zack Snyder is coming back to the DC franchise. He's basically going to be the head of a new DC Studios. James Gunn has officially got his contract abruptly canceled and is forced to step down. Not only that, most of the films that he was working on or about to release or under development, so to speak, have basically been canceled due to basically Warner Brothers wanting to move forward with the Snyderverse and also using the excuse to make them canceled for tax write-offs. So I'm going to kind of get into this a little bit deeper, but yep, it's official, boys. We won. The Snyderverse has been restored. Now, what are the specifics of the news that broke today? Well, we found out that Snyderverse basically got announced. Zack is going to be coming back to direct Justice League 2 and Justice League 3, and they're going to be shooting back-to-back, coming out in 2028 and 2029, respectively. He's going to be writing, he's going to be producing, he's going to be directing these films. All of the original cast members are all basically going to be able to come back and reprise their roles. But not only that, future films in the Snyderverse have also been announced. After Justice League 3 wraps, they're going to be straight up filming Man of Steel 2. Henry Cavill is going to come back, reprise his role as Superman. It's kind of unclear what the plot is going to be, but we know that it's going to be apparently really edgy and violent. Possibly Brainiac could be involved, and Zack is potentially directing that one. The next film that got announced as part of this big Snyderverse reveal is that Ben Affleck is getting his own solo Batman film. It's apparently going to be rated R, and we heard a little bit about the plot details of this film. Snyder is going to be writing it solely as a writer credit, so to speak, and producing it. It's kind of unclear who's going to be directing it, but they were thinking about getting Michael Bay to do the Ben Affleck Batman solo film. So, fantastic news. It's going to be an R-rated film. Allegedly, Batman's going to be super violent. He's going to be using guns. He's going to be killing people. It's going to be great stuff, folks. We're also getting a Cyborg film as well as part of the Snyderverse, and we're also possibly getting a Flash sequel, whatever that's going to look like. Wonder Woman's also going to get a third film. If you don't remember, the second film, which was absolutely fantastic, was set in the 80s. This time around, it's going to be set in the modern day, and there's going to be funny shenanigans that kind of come from that. Also, a possible Green Lantern project was announced. It's going to be super R-rated, violent, edgy. It's going to be part of the general Snyderverse plan as a whole. And these are a lot of the initial projects that were announced as part of the Snyderverse. And like I said before, they were also thinking about other projects and ideas, but right now those are kind of kept under wraps, and we don't know what's going to be going on with those. Now, I'm also going to kind of get into the specifics of what's going to happen to James Gunn's universe. What happened to him? Well, it was announced, and there was kind of a really emotional video James Gunn posted. He was crying and such. Basically, he was forced to step down as DC Studios head, so to speak. Warner Brothers decided to make the ultimate decision, and he ultimately voided their contract with him, and he was forced to step down. Now, you may be asking yourself, wait, isn't there 2 films, if not 3 films, that he's currently working on that are slated to come out in 2026 and 2027? Yes, that is correct, but all of those are getting scrapped. Under the Paramount leadership, Warner Brothers is hemorrhaging money, and they're trying to put all their valuable assets and dollars to basically what they think are projects that are worthwhile, and they feel like James Gunn's DC Universe is not worthwhile anymore. So Supergirl, despite the fact that it's filmed, visual effects are almost completed, is going to get scrapped entirely. It's going to be used as a tax write-off, so to speak. And this was done so quickly. The director, James Gunn, no one was able to get a copy of the film, just like Batgirl. It was ripped out of their hands. The True Detective-inspired Lantern show that rumored to have lanterns only in 3 minutes of the actual show, well, that also got scrapped. Allegedly being filmed apparently doing some reshoots, early on doing some post-production for it. It's all been scrapped. They're going to be using it as a tax write-off as well. Man of Tomorrow, which was the proposed sequel to James Gunn's Superman film, that's also getting scrapped. It didn't even get the chance to start filming. It was heavily in pre-production, and well, that also got scrapped. So all these projects are going to be scrapped, can never see the light of day, and are basically being used as a tax write-off. And it's also being kind of sent as a message to sort of wipe the slate clean, so to speak, so that Snyder can come in and do what he's got to do, finish his Snyderverse, do Justice League 2 and 3, the Ben Affleck solo film that would have been R-rated, Man of Steel 2, alongside some other projects. So all this stuff is really crazy. The dream has come true, so to speak. All our hard work as Snyder fans, the Snyder cult online, all the various rap songs and anthems we created in honor of the Holy Lord Zack Snyder, it was all worth it, boys. The Snyderverse is officially coming back. It's official. We're getting it. James Gunn's DC Universe is canceled, and this is fantastic news. DC on film can live to see a brighter day. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. That was kind of a really quick video. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the news. Definitely let me know what you think of it, and have a really great April day. Alright, peace, y'all.